Sagittarius, welcome to your March 2025 horoscope. These are the exact 6 things you must know to have a very successful month. So let's go. Sagittarius, the first thing you must know to have a really powerful March 2025 is that the sun starts off in your 4th house, really putting a focus on your personal inner security, your personal foundation, your home, and your family life. And then on the 21st, the sun enters into your 5th house, now putting a focus on your creative self-expression, your entrepreneurial pursuits, your romance, life's pleasures, and children. Sagittarius, the second thing you need to know about March 2025 is that the month starts off on March 1st with Venus retrograde. And with Venus retrograde, this is a very powerful time for you to reevaluate what it is you truly value in this lifetime, to reevaluate the dynamics of your relationship as well as your financial matters. Now, with this energy happening in Aries, it might be that things that used to bring you joy and excitement no longer do, and it's a time where you might be acting a little bit impulsively, so something to be mindful of here. Now, more specifically for you, Sagittarius, this energy is happening in your 5th house, once again, the house of your creativity and your self-expression and truly your life's pleasure. So it might be that you used to be really excited about something and it no longer brings you joy. That's okay. You don't have to delete it out of your life. Remember, don't act impulsively. Just recognize it for what it is. Sagittarius, then on the 28th, Venus is still retrograde, but now moves into Pisces. And this is a time where you're meant to reevaluate the relationships that you have with others and really ask yourself, Sagittarius, are the people that are on your team, the people that you are spending your most time with, are these people truly encouraging you and supporting you to help you achieve your dreams? Now, it's also a really powerful time, Sagittarius, for you to reevaluate the absolute most important relationship you have, and that is the relationship you have with yourself. Because remember, Sagittarius, our self-worth, your self-worth truly determines your manifesting power in this lifetime. So you've got to get right with yourself in order to truly bring your dreams into reality. This is a good time for you to be reflecting on the relationships you have with your family members. And it's a good time for you to also reflect on your own inner personal security, perhaps maybe setting some boundaries if you need to, specifically as it relates to your home life. And if you're feeling a little bit down, sprucing up your home and maybe adding some art or some new decorations will be helpful. Sagittarius, if you're listening and you're someone who does truly struggle with self-worth, or maybe you have low self-confidence or some self-esteem issues that you're trying to work through, then check out the description box below. I invite you to join my truly transformative community where I'm helping members inside empower themselves and release their limiting beliefs and reprogram their subconscious minds so they actually do program themselves to success and so they can manifest it all. The third thing you need to know, Sagittarius, for March 2025 is that there is a full moon lunar eclipse happening in Virgo on the 14th. And this full moon in Virgo is really asking you to release some perfectionist tendencies in some area of your life that might be holding you back from actually manifesting it all. You're being asked to heal some area of your life and also practice the art of surrendering and really going with the flow. Now, for you, this energy is happening in your 10th house of your career, your social reputation, or the personal legacy that you're building out. So you might expect some shifts or changes in that area of your life. Sagittarius, now is a good time to hit the subscribe button and enter into the world of Lindsay with Love, a transformative space where I teach you your energy and I empower you to manifest everything you desire. Sagittarius, the fourth thing you need to know about March 2025 is that Mercury starts off on the 3rd, entering into Aries. And with Mercury in Aries, it is a time where you are thinking fast, you're speaking fast, and there is a tendency to be impulsive and maybe a little bit impatient. And then on the 15th, Mercury goes retrograde. So with Mercury retrograde, you can expect delays, perhaps some miscommunications. It's not the best time to be signing contracts, and I would avoid making big purchases if you can. Now, with Mercury retrograde, specifically in Aries, it's a time where Aries wants to march forward and create newness, and so you might be revisiting an old idea or an old project, and you might want to maybe revamp it in some way or relaunch it in some way. Now, it's not the best time because this energy is happening for you in your 5th house, and so it's highly likely that you're going to struggle with self-expression. You're likely going to feel misunderstood or miscommunicate something out. And specifically, if you're an entrepreneur, it is not a good time to launch anything new, even if it's an old project. Just hold off for a minute. Then on the 29th, Mercury is still retrograde, but now into Pisces. And with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, it's still a time to be practicing your patience, but it's almost as though you might feel more spiritually connected or like your intuitive capabilities have turned on. Now, this energy is happening for you in your 4th house, so you might be struggling to connect with your family members, or you might even be struggling with your own inner security at this time. The 5th thing you need to know is that there is a new moon solar eclipse happening in Aries, and this new moon in Aries is asking you to find your independence, to step into your empowerment, to boldly and bravely face your fears and truly delete them so you can courageously march toward your dreams. Now, once again, this energy is happening in your 5th house, so it's time to be super creative. It's time to say what you need to say and really launch your creative desires and your expressions out to the universe, especially around children, romance, or any entrepreneurial pursuits. And finally, Sagittarius, on the 30th, Neptune leaves Pisces and enters into Aries, starting a 14-year-long journey in the sign of Aries. Now, this is an energy that is absolutely going to be felt by the collective, and it's going to shift society in some way. We can expect maybe some more rebellious times and times where we are seeing the dissolving of systems that have been built on illusions, or systems that maybe are so rigid and they're not truly for the good of all. More specifically for you, this is the energy of spiritual and creative natural gifts and talents. So you might feel compelled to share these spiritual gifts that you have with others, especially if it helps them in some way. Now, be mindful around any investing you do, gambling, speculating, anything like that over this next 14-year cycle, and just make sure that you're really vetting things out that you're investing your money in, and make sure that you have some rules around any gambling that you do. Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this horoscope. Let me know in the comments below which number 1 through 6 is going to be most beneficial for you in March 2025. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you back here tomorrow.